Hello and welcome to a special episode with CGTN on this year's Culture and Natural Heritage Day. I'm Marke, live to you from Beijing. I'm here today to take you on a tour in central Beijing's Jingshan Park, formerly the imperial garden of the Ming and Qing dynasties. Well, as you can see behind me, this launching ceremony of this year's event called The Beauty of Central Axis Beijing has just been kicked off. And at the center of this inner yard is the Shouhuangdian gate. That marks the entrance of these group halls. As you can see on my left hand is the Divine Kitchen. You can judge from the name that it is to prepare food, but not for the mortals, but for the offerings that is prepared for the sacrificial rituals. And on my right hand is the Divine Warehouse, where the candlesticks and other stuff for the ceremonies are prepared. Also in this yard are two square pavilions, as you can see, that they shelter two ancient wells where the water for the sacrificial rituals are being drawn. Let me talk you a little bit more about the function of these group halls. The ancient emperors of the Ming and Qing dynasties, the imperial families will come here every day on the important festivals, the beginning and ending of the year, on important birthdays, and also the dates of deaths of the dead emperors to mark the family dignity of the royal houses. And also because today is a Natural Heritage Day, you can take a look around the royal garden. As you can see, many pine trees. Why pine trees? Well, pine trees represent longevity and good fortune in the Chinese tradition. And all of these trees have hundreds of years of history, and they represent the prosperity of the Ming and Qing dynasties. And it is also a good place to take a strolling on such a hot day. And we're now coming closer to the second gate where we can enter the main hall of the Shouhuangdian group halls. Today we're going to take a lot of walk, so bear with me as we walk closer to the main hall of the building. Also, a drum ceremony has been held today to mark the beginning of the Beauty of the Central Axis of Beijing event. If you had just tuned in, this is what is happening today at the center of Beijing in Jingshan Park, formerly the imperial garden of the Ming and Qing royal families. Now we're coming through the inner gate, the side door that lead us to the main hall. As you can see, a bigger still yard with more sophisticated structure and more elaborate buildings. Truly a freshly renovated garden and yard of the Qing dynasty. But I'm not a professional here, so today I brought in some extra help. Hello there, Yanan. Thank you for helping us today. And let me start by asking you a little bit more about the architectural aesthetics of this ancient yard. Tell us a little bit more about the characteristics of this fresh paint.
Okay, and firstly, welcome to our Jingshan Park. And the Shouhuang Hall is located in the center of the city, and it used to be an important part of the royal palace. In 1755, Emperor Qianlong, in order to show his respect to his ancestor, he demolished the former Shouhuang Hall and rebuilt it on the central axis. And the reconstruction of the Shouhuang Hall is divided into two parts, the outer courtyard and the inner courtyard.
That's where we are
Yes.
now, the inner courtyard. And you are a tour guide who has been working here for nearly a decade, so we're in good hands here. So tell us a little bit more about this. Is it a pavilion? I really like the fresh paint on it. Is it gold in it? And what's that stone animal inside? It looks quite scary. What's it carrying?
There are two pavilions in front of the main hall, and in each of the pavilions there is a stone tortoise with a stone tablets on its back. It's about 7 meters high, and the tablets record the reason why the Emperor Qianlong moved the Shouhuang Hall on the central axis and rebuilt it. There is only difference between the two tablets, the pavilions. This one is the tablet is recorded in Han language, and that one is recorded in Manchu language.
So two official languages of the
Yes.
Qing dynasty. Well, if I remember correctly, Emperor Qianlong takes it very seriously to emerge the languages and cultures of the Han and Manchurian people. That's one of his political visions, and that has been demonstrated very evidently here at these two pavilions. Well, we're getting closer to the main hall. I'm quite curious what exactly is inside.
Yes, let's have a look.
Wow, what are these bronze animals? Is that a bronze buck?
No.
And crane?
It's great. There are 4 burning stoves at the south side of this platform. There are also 2 copper crane and the copper deer were displayed at the east and the west side of the platform.
Why these two animals? What do they represent in Chinese culture?
In ancient China, and the deer is represent the fortune, and the crane is symbolize the longevity. Put the 2 together here in front of the Shouhuang Hall, it conveys the good fortune of the country.
Or maybe also for the royal family, as this is the family shrine, should I say, of the Qing. Wow, there's some loud birds here. And today we have the palace hall to ourselves, so we are very lucky today. And before we enter the main hall, tell us a little bit more about the paintings on these buildings. They look quite fresh. Are they newly renovated ones?
Yes, it's newly open to the public. The roof of the Shouhuang Hall is as the same as the Hall of the Super Harmony in the Forbidden City, represent the top standard of the architecture.
Wow.
And in Chinese system, the decoration animal on the east should be same, but this building is unique. Can you find the difference?
By decoration animals, you mean the little statues on the roof?
Yes.
Right? I can count 7 on the lower roof and maybe 9 on the upper roof.
Yes.
Is it common that the numbers are different?
No, this is the unique among the Chinese building in Beijing, but the reason we still don't know.
So it's like a mystery yet for us to find out.
Yes.
Well, before we enter, I think I better put on my mask for safety reasons. Now we're coming closer to the main hall as we enter through the gate, the side door actually. But it's nice to get a little bit away from the sun. It's quite hot today outside. And I can count 3 giant tables in the royal color of yellow. What are they for?
Yes. And in ancient China, the ruler paid much attention about the accession ceremony and the grand ceremonies because they considered it has affect the future of the country and as well as the reign. And the accession ceremony should be held by the family member on some special day, such as the first day of the Lunar New Year and the birthday of the current emperor, and the death day of the deceased emperor.
So they're here to wish for good fortune?
Yes.
And also for the state and for the family.
Pay for the good luck in the future.
So what is this over there?
The portraits would be held in the screen. And
But I'm not seeing any portraits. Where are these portraits?
we could have a look on the touch screen.
Oh, really? Is that a digital screen?
Yes. The portrait of the emperor and empress on the
So I
screen.
guess this would be the emperor himself,
Yes.
and these are 2 of his wives. So what are these on the table?
We could also see a lot of things belong to the deceased emperors in the inner center room. And you could see the clothes put in this cabinet, and some hat, some writing materials. And all the things belong to the deceased emperor in ancient time, and all the things is beloved by the emperor.
So it's like a bedroom or a study prepared for the deceased emperor,
Yes,
so that he could continue to enjoy his good life after his death. That's quite impressive. And this is a digital display of the actual ceremonies. As you can see, the bowls, the candles, and the lanterns are all quite lifelike, should I say. It So thank you so much, Yanan, today
You're
for showing
welcome.
us all the history and cultural aesthetics of the Shouhuangdian Palace. I'll see you around. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, as Yanan just told me, the display of the sacrificial rituals here in the Shouhuangdian Group Hall is quite vivid, and they are to draw attention and awareness to protect and preserve the cultural relics and tourist spots along the central axis of Beijing. Well, today we also have the honor of inviting the Deputy Director of the Jingshan Park, Mr. Song Kai, together with us to discuss a little bit more about the renovation of these group halls. 宋园长，谢谢您参加我们今天的节目。Let me start by asking Director Song a little bit more about the renovation work carried out here at the group hall. 您可以给我们简单讲讲，在对公众开放以前，寿皇殿这个建筑群经历了哪些修缮的工作？
好，寿皇殿呢是作为中轴线上最北端、等级最高的一组建筑群。在历史上呢是1749年至1750年时期由乾隆皇帝来兴建的这么一组建筑群。在那个解放以后呢，我们经历了大量的这个文物的修缮和保护工作。尤其是在2016年至2017年这段时间呢，我们对这个建筑群整体3797 平米的这个建筑和这个院落2.12公顷的院落整体进行了这个修缮。
Well, Director Song just told me during 2016 and 2017, the group halls have been renovated and reopened to public in 2018. Well, actually, the Shouhuangdian group halls is very high in the hierarchy of the royal buildings because, as Yanan also explained to us, there are 9 decorative animals on the ridge, and that is very rare for the buildings along the central axis of Beijing. 那么，宋园长，您可以再跟我们讲讲景山它的这个园林的特色。
景山的这个园林特色呢是，故宫它的往北的这么一个延伸，它也是作为这个故宫的镇山。当时这个在清代的时候呢，也是为了保证这个，皇帝的江山永固而设置的这个一个花园。然后呢，在景山的山上呢，有5座亭子，这5座亭子呢以万春亭为首，亭子里头呢分别供奉着5方佛，来保证这个乾隆皇帝就是清朝的江山永固。 这是他的当时建园的这么一个概念。
Well, Director Song said, apart from the group halls here at Shouhuangdian, in Jingshan Park, there are other tourist attractions, including the 5 pavilions, especially the Wanchun Pavilion on top of the Jingshan Hill. And that, if you go to the Wanchun Pavilion, you can have a bird's eye view of the old Beijing capital city, including the Beihai Park in the north, and also other tourist attractions in the center of Beijing. 那么，宋园长，您可以跟我们再讲一讲，就是对于如何唤醒人们保护文化的这样一个意识，这个修缮工作起到了怎样一个意义？
我们这个2016年至2017年修缮完了以后呢，我们也是为了合理的使用这个文物，并对公众展示呢。然后呢，我们对整个这个文物里的室内展陈做了大量的工作。 从我们上级的那个公园管理中心那个也做了大量的工作，这样呢，我们采取了局部原状展陈的这个形式，对外进行展示。
Well, Director Song said the renovation work here at the group hall can help arouse the awareness to preserve the cultural relics and tourist spots in Beijing. And also in 2018, this place has been newly opened to public, and that's quite a news back then. So thank you for joining us on the live streaming today. 宋园长，谢谢您今天来参加我们的直播节目，谢谢。 Well, that wraps up my part here at the Shouhuangdian group halls, and later my colleague Sun Ye will be joining us at the Drum and Bell Tower at the starting point of the central axis of Beijing. This is the event called The Beauty of the Central Axis Beijing. I'm Ma Ke, live to you from Beijing, signing off now.